Well, hello and welcome again to Edison Light Globes video. I'm Phil Greenwood, and today what I thought we'd do is just cover a couple of things that we've been building in the workshop. There's one that's been very popular of late, and that is this type of organic sort of, I don't know if you can see it, an organic shape pendant. Now this has just been wired up rough, but the idea of these is that they're less formal, they're a little bit all over the place, and they're balanced. And we normally would use on these a single globe, like a large spherical globe. I'll get one here, I'll show you. We would normally assume people would use this type of large G125 globe. I can turn it on. I can show you roughly what that looks like. Bear with me, let's not break it. Where'd it go? There it is. Someone's tipped it up. There you go. I'll just turn that on. You can see that there, a very large globe on an organic sort of shaped light. Now, what I thought I would do, just unscrew this, is explain for anybody who's wanting maybe to understand how these are made, if they want to create one themselves. What I thought I'd do is just explain briefly the basics of this type of structure. Now, I've got a little piece here which is sort of a segment of one of these, and it sort of half explains how this is happening. Now, what we end up with is 4 wires at a lamp holder, 4 wires at a lamp holder, and 2 wires at a lamp holder, and then the drop of 2 wires. So you can understand what's happening here. We're taking a cable in and then coming back out with a cable, coming back in with a cable, out with a cable. So we end up with one set active neutral all the way to the back. Now, essentially what you've got to do is you've got to wire these as you build them. But part of the problem is building them. I'll just show Lorella here this. We're using like a ball, threaded ball type arrangement and a bar, and we're going to tighten the ball essentially by using one of the bars to tighten it. It will go in. Use the other end. Anyway, we will tighten it up with one of the balls. Anyway, the other part of this is once you get, I do need to do that. Once you get another one in, sometimes what happens is you get almost around and you just need to go a little bit further. Now these have got to be tight and they should be glued, but if you can't get it further without wrecking it, what we suggest is that you take off the bar and you use a little tap. I'll show you there, a little tap or die. I can never remember which is which. And you would put that on, die. You would put that on, do it up, and you would get it all the way to the end of the thread, and then very carefully add an extra half a turn, quarter of a turn, whatever it is you need to enable that thread to tighten up. Very useful. The other part of that is you'll need to clamp those in a vise, and we use these magnetic soft type vise things. What do they call them?
Rubber vices.
Yeah, rubber vices.
Soft jaws.
Soft jaws. Soft jaws. So soft jaw in your vise means you won't damage the brass component when you've grabbed it and you're up. There you go. So essentially what you've got to do is you've got to be wiring as you go, as you build, so that you end up with a cable that you've pushed through a join per lamp holder. So here we have a lamp holder. We're going to join, so there'll be 4 cables, active, neutral twice, one going in, one going out. So one going in from the main and one going out to the next lamp holder. And these will need to be worked out in advance before you build so that you can actually push wires through. And it's much better to push wires into these rather than pull wires out, because you'll stretch and break the wire. So you need to be a bit organised. I've got a couple of notes here. The idea is also to use what we supply, and this is our special cable. This is a very slippery type of cable. This one for 240 volts. These are double insulated, by the way. Not that they necessarily need to be, but it's handy if they are, just because you never know when you might get a short. So double insulation helps. This is the set of cables we use for 120 volts. The other thing about cables and these tubes is you must make sure you deburr all the inside of the threads so that there's nothing sharp in there as well. So deburr and make sure you use double insulated cable, and it will maximise the life of the fitting so that nothing shorts. Now, what's the other thing I've got here? Okay, the other thing is what we try to do, and this is the other part, these all need to be earthed. And we found that it is extremely difficult to get more than 4 of these wires easily, as you can see, through the tube. So we need a 5th wire, or we at least need another wire, and that is the earth. So we need to come out from at least 1 lamp holder with the earth. And we would probably use the last one, which has only got 2 wires, which is essentially the last one but the first lamp holder in the circuit, and we would wire that to earth through the earth fitting in the lamp holder, so that the earth then connects to the main body, and the main body connects all to all the other lamp holders, so therefore giving you a ground or an earth to the whole fitting. So once you've finished doing that and you've wired it up, these will obviously go into a sealing plate, and this is a standard 90mm sealing plate that we use. These are also earthed, as is the plate that attaches, and you can see there that's reasonably robust. It'll hold the weight, it'll hold any give in this direction as well, so they're a good sealing plate to use with these fittings. Now obviously you can make these in any brass colour you like, but bear in mind this is not plumbing pipe, this is solid brass lighting thread. I think it's 1/2 inch 26 TPI lighting thread bar. We have it on our website for sale in different lengths. Cutting it and threading it in a different length is a bit difficult because of the surface that are on these, the bronze or the antique brass. Nickel, probably the same. Polished brass is a bit easier, but you'll find that if you cut and thread, it'll be very difficult to get the threads exactly perpendicular, horizontal, what it is. So it's better to use pre-cut manufactured pieces. Now, having said all that, we also have to say, if you've got any questions, if you need answers to any of this, if you've got an idea, you want to create a new light fitting and you want to use this organic type shape and you want multiple lamp holders with multiple globes, certainly give us a yell, shoot us an email. We'll direct you to parts that are appropriate, or if you're really interested, have a look at some of our products to get some ideas. Now the other thing before I go, we actually did ask last video, we were trying to work out what we would do for our 1000th YouTube subscriber, and here it is. This is our fantastic Edison Light Globes t-shirt. I'll hold it out so you can see it. There it is. Now this t-shirt has been won. We do have 1000 subscribers, and thanks for that. I lost a bit of paper. I'll just go and get it. Oh, it's gone. Bits of paper everywhere. Now, we're not exactly sure, but we think our 1000th subscriber was George Caff. Is that how you say it? George Caff. Now we can't contact you, but George, you can contact us. Let us know you're out there. If you're a subscriber, you'll see this video, and we'll send you a t-shirt. Easy. Now we do have one other t-shirt, and it's a very special, it's a t-shirt, it's a very special t-shirt, and no one's seen this, so this will be a bit sneaky. But we do have a special t-shirt that is for a very special employee here at Edison Light Globes. Now this is a t-shirt that we had set up a while ago, and we're assuming that it's all going to be okay. But we do have a little Edison Light Globe person arriving soon, and this is for that person. So Massimo, this is for your young fella when he arrives, and we will get that. We'll get a photograph of this, I think, for later on. But how cute's that, Luella?
So cute.
It's cute. Anyway, that's it for now. Everyone's lost it. They're giggling and crying or whatever. But thanks for watching. If you like the video, thumbs up, all that stuff, subscribe. Thanks for the 1,000 subscriber, George. And we'll see you again, hopefully with another video in maybe a couple of weeks.